But the example's got to go the other way. From the ether comes the air.
That you found out example. But this is the proof that is ether within you. That example is given many times in Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
Does it mean beyond the ether?
Beyond the ether there is mind. There is mind.
There's no sound?
So where is the sound of the mind? Everyone knows you have mind, I have mind, but where is the sound of the mind?
They're subtle, and the gross has no realm in the subtle.
Yeah, that is finer.
So is that example of the space, then the thinner air, and the water, and the earth, and in between the electricity?
The grosser.
Is that a good example?
Everything is coming from the subtle form. Finer. Finer there. Then the ether is the mind. And finer than the mind is intelligence.
Oh, and in the Bhagavatam, it also says that because the universal form desired to hear, that sound was created, and then the organ for hearing, like that.
That is also created.
So
that's like from ether, sound is created. Shabda sparsha, Shabda sparsha, roop, ras, gandha. These are the five tadmatra, object of sense perception. Bhut, pancha, tanmatra, 10 senses, mind, and 3 modes, material nature. This is the ingredient of the whole creation.
So the basic element is the soul.
Basic element is Krishna.
And then the spirit soul's desire.
Yes.
And Krishna fulfills everyone's desire.
Yeah.
By manipulating the energy. So the most subtle form.
He is also, the living entity of creating different body for different enjoyment.
The living entity.
Yes.
But he can't do it without Krishna.
Right. That is his subordinate.
Just like our hair grows, but we don't know how it's happening.
It is sanction. Matta sarvam pravartate. Everything from Krishna.
Is the most subtle form of creation the desire of the living entity to enjoy this material world?
Yes.
And then Krishna comes.
Surprise, ingredients.
Ingredients.
Yes.
So that desire, that is equivalent to, or is that the function
Like
of
a child
consciousness?
wants to play, and the father and mother gives the toys. All right.
So the,
So without getting help from the father and mother, the child cannot enjoy. Similarly, we may desire, but unless Krishna helps us, we cannot fulfill our desire.
is desire a function of consciousness?
Yes. Unless there is desire, how it is living? It is dead body. Stone has no desire.
Spirit soul is
Therefore, spirit soul is described as superior energy. He desires and he manipulates the matter. Jaidam dharjati jagat.
it's very logical, step by step by step by step. Actually, when it's seen from the point of view of the desire of the living entity, it makes perfect sense because he's got these senses and the sound, and then in order to hear, there has to be a vehicle for the sound, and then there has to be an instrument, and then in order to to touch, there has to be the vehicle and the.
Yes.
So therefore, from that point of view, it's very, very logical.
This is the point.
Trying to do it the other way is impossible. From the
Yes.
empirical process, I don't know if that's the right word. Inductive reasoning, deductive reasoning, impossible.
Deductive reason is possible. Krishna says that Najayate namriyate va. This is deductive. We hear from Krishna and this is fact. And if you want to make research how that living entity never takes birth, then it will take time, at the same time it may not be perfect.
I finally understood why you were always talking to Swarup Damodar about inductive and deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
It's just not possible to go the other way.
By inductive reason you cannot reach the truth perfectly.
Because it's beyond the material creation. And you have to use the material senses and mind to understand. It's not possible.
Therefore our point is deductive. What Krishna says, that is perfect.
So first prove the existence of God and the existence of the spirit soul,
Yeah.
and then they'll just have to explain
And then it's creation.
there's creation. They'll just have to accept they have desires.
Ahameva asam agre. This is the Bhagavata's first instruction to Brahma. Ahameva asam agre. Agre means in the beginning. In the beginning, Krishna was there. Then creation took place. Similarly, in the beginning of this body, I am spirit soul was there. Then the body comes out. Similarly, Krishna is there, therefore the whole cosmic manifestation is. Ahameva asam agre. And at the end of the creation, Krishna is there. Similarly, at the end of this body, I am there. Again I create another body. This is going on.
It's Krishna's trick just to give us this facility.
Huh?
It's Krishna's trick just to give us this facility.
Well, because I wanted it, Krishna
Yeah.
doesn't want it. But because we are rascals, we wanted it. Krishna had all right, do it.
So therefore, in the beginning, Krishna gives you the big post, Brahma.
Yeah.
So now you're in charge of creating a whole universe.
Yeah. If you want to lord it over, all right, you become Brahma. He gives so much facility.
And then this Brahma creates so many different desires, and then he goes through all the different bodies.
Yeah.